What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Friday, April 1st, 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Well, I appreciate you all very much, but I regret to inform you that I'm not gonna be able to do these horoscopes every day anymore. I'm thinking maybe like new moons, full moons, or just when I get a chance. I'm overwhelmed. This new moon in Aries has me feeling like, gosh, where am I pushing too hard? And, I'm just feeling a little like beat up, and I just got to take this off my plate and really focus on some other aspects of my life. And, just psych. Just kidding. April Fools. It is April Fool's Day. It's Friday. I'm definitely not stopping these. Actually, on April 14th, it'll be 2 years of a horoscope every day for me. So that's exciting, coming up on that 2-year anniversary. Anyways, I'm going to keep doing these. I enjoy spending my days here with you doing horoscopes. Speaking of horoscopes, let's jump into this one for Friday. It is Sun-Chiron day, and we just came off that new moon at 11 degrees that was with Chiron, very close. The 12th degree in itself is about belief. It's about expansion, exploration, the journey. And this is about empowering ourselves in the journey and not feeling like we are some victim in life. Chiron can definitely feel victimized and we're not good enough or strong enough. And this is where, we've done so much work within ourselves. I know each and every one of you have. I know I have. I know that so many of us have. And this is like this next, taken to the next echelon here, this higher place of the work that we got to do on ourselves to empower ourselves and to know that we got this and to believe in ourselves. So it's a very powerful day to believe in ourselves, the work that we've done, where we're going. It's full on Aries season. We just had a new moon. All planets are direct. Mercury is going so fast, 2 degrees a day. Everything fast. Don't worry about the moon. Doesn't count. But direct, fast motion. Planets are going at their full speed, minus Pluto, because guess what? At the end of April, Pluto's going to go retrograde. So it's a big deal. This is the last new moon in Aries that we came off of with Pluto in Capricorn. So this is the final trip up the mountain, everybody. This is where we have to be strong. We have to know that grit. We have to have determination, direction, and empower ourselves. I've been talking about it for the last, week pretty much, but it's a big deal for our destinies, for our accomplishments, for our own integrity to step up for ourselves. So don't wait for anyone else. It's Aries season. Don't wait for someone else to push you along and let you know that you're good enough. This is definitely a day where you got to believe in yourself. Moon's in Aries still. We can be fired up emotionally. It's definitely not I wouldn't say it's comfortable, but the moon's making pretty good aspects at the same time. It is going to make sextiles over to all the Aquarius energy. Start off with Mars, Saturn, finish off the day with Venus, which will come to 26 degrees of Aquarius. So we're looking at these, different directions in our future, and I think trying to emotionally understand our direction, but it's a complicated puzzle, and people are complicated in life right now. And it's not getting too worried or, strung up on other people, the South Node in Scorpio, but really identifying with the life that you want to build for yourself, where you feel like you need to go, and you don't need someone else to tell you it's okay. You don't need some certification or some approval right now. You just have to understand your direction and want to do something. So really powerful energy for getting things done, for moving forward in life. We're never going to see these transits again with Pluto and Capricorn. We're never going to see this. So, and with Mars and Saturn getting closer every day, this is about really finding that warrior and dedicating to that warrior too. And, Mars is the warrior, Saturn is the general. So we need to be this, individuated powerhouse of our own sort of rebellious nature to go in a direction that is going to be the most connected, that is going to be, something of a substantial future. And it's not about, it's like we can want to go back into the past, especially with Jupiter and Neptune and Pisces, which are getting closer together. We can't go backwards. There is no backwards. It doesn't exist anymore. And that's why it's so hard right now, is because we also can't really see the future. We all have maybe an ideal of the future, But we have to just be strong right now and suck it up and be in this, Aries is like the now moment. So there's something about like believing in yourself right here, right now, every now moment, believe in yourself and do something and move forward with life in a way that's going to let you express yourself fully, in a way that's going to, that you actually want to commit to, not what society wants you to commit to, what you want to commit to, not what a relationship wants you to commit to, what you want to commit to, not what a friend wants you to commit to, what you want to commit to. And I think there's something so beautiful right now because you're going to see who wants to commit to you as your most authentic self. And it's a vulnerable day with Sun-Chiron, but it's also where we're seeing where we've put in work and where we're going to continue to put in work and on ourselves and keep growing and find empowerment. Don't let other people slow you down, and don't play the victim right now. Like if you're going to, like I started this off with that April Fool's joke, if you're going to start putting yourself down or thinking you're not good enough, what are you doing? This is not the time. I know it can feel like that, especially with Mercury at 10 degrees now, and it's getting closer to the sun and Chiron. Like maybe things in our environment are moving faster. Maybe there's like a real need to find stimulation. But don't stimulate yourself with negativity right now. It can get you in a really dark place. And that moon will also quincunx the south node. So don't go into the hole right now. Don't, barrow in like a Scorpio would, like a scorpion would in the hole, This is it's not the time for that. So we got to look at all these different, ways that life can come together. We got to understand and get comfortable also with the fact that we don't necessarily know what the future is going to bring, but we have the now moment to create the next now moment, which makes a future. And this is about making a future and creating that. And, I think we got this, but it's also with Saturn square the nodes, which is going to be really tight this weekend. So this Friday is also a big, it's getting tighter and tighter here. And we're really starting to see how the collective needs to evolve and start building new things in life, dedicating to new ways. We're also seeing where governments are probably going to do some really weird shit. Aquarius is weird too. Everything's unpredictable right now. If you think that something's not possible, out of our reach, Saturn's very much like control outside of your power. Don't think for a second that something weird couldn't happen over these next few days and weeks. Also, Saturn's also at 22 degrees, so it's square where Jupiter and Saturn met in Taurus in 2000 at 22 Taurus, and it's also semi-sextile where Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto and the Sun all met at 22. But really it was it was Saturn, Pluto that met at 22 Cap, which changed everyone's lives. So, there's something about these nodes definitely coming to 22 degrees by this weekend. And we're in it's a quick evolution right now. Things are just going to start moving really fast. And don't play the victim. Don't be scared to try new things. Don't be scared to start things in your life. I know it's Friday. We can be stoked the week's over, and I think that there is something about that, but it's also the beginning of the month, beginning of April. So also don't forget to say rabbit, rabbit for good luck right when you wake up. Because there are infinite possibilities, and things can really, really take off right now if you're empowering yourself. And I think many people are right now, so there's nothing to be afraid of at all. There's just everything right now to empower yourself to make the most of life. It's almost like we're starting over fresh. It's very high energy. I mean, the energy's through the roof right now. We just had a new moon. And the solar activity's through the roof. I saw a post online, and I know you can't take everything, online, but it's like the highest rating people have ever seen for like the solar flares and activity that's coming down. So there's a lot behind the scenes. And we can definitely feel, with Chiron, we can feel tired. We can feel like it's just not going to work. And I'm here to tell you that you got to believe in yourself today. You got to know things can work. You got to know that there can be, there's plenty. You got to find your key. That's Chiron, right? The key. You got to find your key today, and your key is your strength, and it's your perseverance right now, and it's the grit to keep pressing in life and to not stop when it might feel like you have to stop, or it might feel like the world's trying to stop, or it might feel like so many different things are going on. But to be present in the now so that you can get to that next future moment, and hopefully in a place that you want to be in and not a place that you don't want to be in. So we're all making decisions right now. And that's Saturn square the nodes too. We're all getting a lot of decisions that have to be made. And we got to own up to those and identify with them. And they're a little rebellious. They're different. They're odd. But that doesn't mean that the odd won't have the greatest payout. In the end, North Node and Uranus in Taurus, there can definitely be a lot of life of value ahead. So don't trip if things are leaving life right now, or your life, or this world, because they're not meant for the future, whatever that may be for each and every one of us. But remember how strong you are, and lead with that. And I think this Friday is a good one, as we're getting ready to have a moon come into Taurus with an exalted moon and an exalted sun. That's the best, some of the best we get. It's the only time of the year we get that. So this is a great Friday energy. This is a great weekend. It's going to feel like a lot. Oh, it's going to feel like a lot, but don't let things stop you right now. This is press. This is make it happen. This is identify. This is go get. This is connect. This is create relationships. There's a lot going on. So tap into where your now moment's taking you, and see if it's taking you into frustration or disappointment, and see if it's taking you into, happiness and joy and identification of your own soul, and go that route. And don't force your ego into things that are not of that. See what we get for some cards today. We got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this is like don't count your eggs before they hatch. Don't think that you know where things are ultimately going to go and what's ultimately going to happen and what's going to be the most comfortable and secure moving forward. Just be in the moment. It's almost like we have to get rid of a lot of ideals of what everything was going to look like. And today could be a good day to break that down. So I don't mind getting that right here. I feel like it's good because it's like break down those expectations so that the best things can find you. And we got the Two of Swords in reverse. So I think we actually do have a direction figured out here. We don't have to ponder too much or weigh things out. It's definitely like there's a direction, and your soul knows. And I think our mind can know, and our mind can be moving quick with Mercury going fast, and in Aries. Move fast for the direction that fits your life, and you're in the environment that you want, and the right kind of stimulations. Don't move fast for the stuff that you don't want, unless you know that moving fast to handle those situations are ultimately going to get you to that next now moment that you do want. It was just the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups in reverse. Feeling like we can't have good things or good feelings, or feeling like nothing's going to show up. It's Sun-Chiron day. It can definitely feel like the good things aren't out there. We can definitely get in the victim role, and I'm here to tell you that don't do that. Don't. There are good things, but you have to find the good things in your life and create them right now, and not expect them to show up outside of yourself. And the Queen of Swords. Time to really define that direction. Know it, own it, and if you got to be cold for things, be cold, because that will ultimately warm things up, because you did what you needed to do. You identified with your path, and you sat on the throne of what you know is right for you. And you don't have to please everybody. Don't be a people pleaser right now. Be a yourself pleaser. And I think you'll have a great Friday, and actually find that by pleasing yourself, you will please others in the long run. I love you all very much. I appreciate you. I hope you have a beautiful Friday, and I'll see you for the weekend forecast tomorrow. Much love. Peace.